Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel, Southern Yankee Beauty. So I showed what I'm about to show you guys, this little mini unboxing on my main channel, which is just Southern Yankee, but I haven't played with it yet because I want to show it to you. So it looks like every month, Sydneygrace, which is an indie brand that I fell in love with. I think I first heard about it from Mel Thompson, and she created a palette which I use and love, and she's no longer on this earth, unfortunately. Real sweet soul, died too young. Her videos are still out there and they're amazing. I would go back and watch them if I were you. Anyway, she introduced me to Sydneygrace, and I have been in love with them since. So monthly, it looks like they're coming out with like these little Sydneygrace bundles. It did come like this. It had a little Sydneygrace sticker on it. And I'll put the price, because I don't remember, I got it a while ago. I'll put the price up there for this particular bundle. I don't know if this is still available. It might be for a couple of days through the end of May, and then there'll be a new one launching for June. But it has a few products in it, and it also came with this little Sydneygrace, looks like a little sticker that it came with. And then we have a lip gloss, maybe. This is Sydneygrace Alice, I believe. So let me show you guys. I believe this is a lip gloss. Yeah, it's it needs to be mixed up. It looks like there's like the metallic pigment that's in it is all at the bottom. The whole thing is filled, but it does look like it's the contents might have separated in the heat here. So I'm just gonna mix that back up. But anyway, this is in the color Alice, and it's a really nice lip gloss. I'm gonna put a lip liner on when we try that with that. So we also got two shadows that are singles. We got a purple shade and a green shade. I'm gonna take these out and see if it tells us the colors of these. And I gotta find a little container to put these in so we don't lose them. And when we get over to the light where I'm gonna film, I'll do a swatch for you. So this one is called Supernova. Really beautiful. Looks purple, but it also looks like it has like maybe a little bit of magenta in there. We'll have to see when we swatch that baby. And then the other one is this green shade. This is in the color World Traveler. This is more like an olive green, kind of like what I'm wearing. It matches beautifully right here. Really pretty. Maybe we'll use that like on the lower lid, purple on the outer corner, and then this next item on the lid for some sparkle. This is Birthday Cake, the color of this. I believe this is the liquid eyeshadow. Yeah, right here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this is the liquid shadow. I'm gonna swatch this when we get over by the lights as well. And then there's one more final thing in this little bundle, and that is Rosebud Cream Blush. And it's a little pot blush, which I love a cream blush. I already have my foundation and a little bit of bronzer on. I'm gonna put more on, but I just put a little bit on. And here we go. Really pretty. You can see I swatched that already. Really beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead and use we'll use more items to finish the look, but we're gonna go ahead and use these items as well as the single shadows and create an eye look right now. Stay tuned. All right, guys, I'm going to start just real quickly using my palette from Hourglass just to get a little bit more sculpt bronze going. I had just used something really lightly, and I do want a little bit more. I'm actually getting ready to go to the doctor's. I have a knot in my back the size of a baseball, and I was crying in pain today. I couldn't, it's something I've been dealing with for a while, and it's really irritated right now, and it's pinching on a nerve in my lower back. About an hour ago, I wouldn't have been able to even sit in this chair. I was just in excruciating pain. It's like level 8 or 9, take your breath away. Literally, it's smaller than my fist, the knot in my lower back, but not by much. And it's probably the worst I think I've ever had it. It's always been bearable, where like even if it was painful, I was able to, you know, still function. And I can't really function well with whatever I have going on. So I do want to start actually with the lipstick. So I'm going to go into this Natasha Denona. I think this is, I need a rose lip crayon. And does it need sharpening? Probably. Where's my sharpener? I think I have enough in here to line. Now we're going to use that lip gloss, which does look like it has a little metallic in it, which is interesting. We'll see if I like that. I don't know. Sometimes that can bring me back to like the 80s when we had metallic lipstick, and sometimes I'm in the mood for that, but not very often. So I like glitter, sparkles on your lip, but in a lip gloss, but if it's metallic, it's going to be a hit or miss. Okay, that does need sharpening. That scratched my lip. So here we go. So you can see it does look like it has metallic in it. Let's go ahead and swatch it to start, because I told you I'd probably give you guys swatches. Oh. I don't know. Just looks like a nice nude gloss with some good reflectivity. So, oh, I think I'm going to like that. Uh-oh, my light's going out. Let me see if I can get it back. All right, I like it a lot. That makes my lips look juicy and plump. Yeah, that's nice. All right, I'm gonna charge this so that the light stays on for us, and then we'll finish up this look. Okay, guys, hopefully we have enough light now. I didn't let it charge a lot, but I have to run to the doctor's. I did have time to go ahead and straighten my crazy hair. I'm going to start on my eyes with some of the bronzer that's in this palette, just because I need something for these shadows to lay down on. I don't know. I'll use a little bit of everything. I don't know how much of the liquid shadow I'll be able to use on top of those other two shadows. I do want this look to have like a very defined purple and green. We'll do purple on the outside and green on the inside. And then I'll probably pop a little bit of the liquid shadow somewhere like in the middle to connect the two to give it a little bit more of a glisten. We're just gonna have to play that by ear. So let's bring you beautiful ladies in. I'm just going to pat this with, just so it's not sticky, whatever powders. I didn't add powder, whatever's on there. So I'm going to just go into the bronzing shade. I really do love the gloss though. So we're just going to go right here into this little shade here, and I'm going to just put down a transition shade for us so we can get started. This works nice. Is this for a transition shade, actually? I'm liking it. It like blends really, really nice. I'm just blending a little out more, and then we'll clean it up out here a little bit. This eye usually does really nice if I want to like smush it out here a little. I know Morgan does it and it always looks good on her. I'll have to clean it up right there. But this eye is a butthole, because you know our eyes, they're a little fuzzy. They're not the same shape. And this side, I got another fuzzy, always gives me a hard time if I try to like wing it out like this. There's like not enough space, and this eye is this eye is lifted more. This eye has more of the hooded eye, so that is part of the problem. But we do what we have to do, right? Because it's life. Okay, all right, that's a good start. All right, now I'm going to take a small rougher brush that I have. And we're gonna go into the dark purple shade that I already forgot the name of. All right, where is it? I just had that here. This is a really good rougher brush. This is a rougher 14. If you have not a lot of space on your lids, this works really, really good for that. So we're gonna go in and let's go ahead and swatch this. This one is the Supernova Pressed Pigment. And you can see here up close some of the different colored sparkles that it's pulling. So let's swatch what we're dealing with first. Ooh, ooh, very, very, very pigmented. And you can see how beautiful that is. Actually, while we're right here, let's go ahead and also swatch the World Traveler shade. Here's this up close. Very olive. Ooh, also very beautiful, guys. Those are good swatches, which I have to wash off because I'm going to the doctor. All right, so let's start with our, I'm gonna go in kind of lightly with this and kind of get it in the corner, and then I may need to use a little bit of a different brush. We'll see what this does. This shadow color kind of makes me a little bit nervous, but it's okay, we'll work it out. Oh, it's so pretty though, isn't it? So pretty. I'll just fluff it a little bit up at the top. Okay, now my other brush that I had, I think I might have dropped that on the ground. Oh no, it's right here. This, I don't have any more bronzer, it's just whatever's up there. So the top is kind of, I'm kind of utilizing it as even though it's metallic, as a matte, and just sort of blending a little bit. And then you can go back in and really press that pigment into the skin in the areas that you want the metallic part to show. We'll see how this turns out. All right, I'm gonna keep blending and get the other eye. We'll be right back and then we'll get into the green. Okay, now we're gonna go into the World Traveler shade. And we are going to pop that right in here. This is a little darker than I would normally use for this inside part here, but it's all good. All right, and then right between these, where these two hit, I'm going to put the purple shimmer, and we're gonna see if that brings a little more light to this look, because these are really dark for me to wear together. So we may have to lighten the look up a little bit more. It is beautiful though. Yeah, very pretty. It's got beautiful reflect in those shimmers. It could be a look. Looks like a Mardi Gras eye. I do have a scar somewhere on that eye, so if you see that, that's childhood injury. Okay. Now, this makes me nervous, but we are going to go in, and I'm going to use that same brush. It's probably still has a little green on it, which is fine. I think that's actually probably too much. I can't put it back in, but we're just going to tap, tap, tap. Oh, wow. Okay, we need to tap this side too. A little extra and get some over there. All right, so this definitely has more light. This is more like a, the shiny, reflective, lighter kind of look, which I was hoping. I'm just going to sort of pat that in over that purple shade. I'm going to take a little bit of the green, same brush, guys. I'm just going in with that green, just over it slightly. Then on this side, blending that in. Pretty, okay. And that green here. I like that because then it transitioned and lightened up the green too. All right. Now for the bottom lash. I think what I'm going to do on the bottom is stick just with mattes of my own. Let me find something to use. I'll be right back. All right, I'm going to use the ABH palette in the color Rouge right here and warm the look up on the bottom here. And that'll tie in what we did at the top with the bronzer up there. And then we'll clean up. It's quite messy. Quite messy. I still have to put concealer under my eyes too. So let me do that and then we'll move to some liner and lashes, and then we have to try out that blush, that cream blush. I'm so excited about that cream blush. All right, just putting the, what is this? This is the Instant Age Rewind Eraser, multi-use. It's Maybelline? I don't know. I think so. Maybelline or L'Oreal? I don't know. It's like, it doesn't say, why doesn't it say on here? That's weird. Oh, it does. It's just so small. Maybelline. Okay. All right. And then kind of rub that in. That was like a little bit more pigmented than I realized. There we go. But it's fine because we don't have blush on yet. This is finger work. There. That made a little bit of a mess. Yeah, I need a little bit of concealer right there. Hold please. Pink champagne, I'm totally vibing. It's true what they say. All right, so we have it. I've already pounced this in. Now, there is a stain on here. This is clean. It's just a stain from the Rare Beauty, pretty intense color that, I don't even know where it is, that I picked up. And is it this one? I don't know. Anyway, I picked up a new Rare Beauty color and it was like shocking, that color. It was really dark. So let's just pounce this in. Ooh. Oh, this is pretty. And it's giving a beautiful luminosity to the skin. Oh, I love it. I love it with this lip. The eye's pretty. Not something I would probably wear often. Not together. Like, I'm just trying them on together for you guys so you could really see all the products in use. My little nose. But, I mean, I'll wear all these shadows. I'll just wear them in different applications. That is gorgeous. I mean, I don't even really need to blend anything in. It's just, it's stunning. It made the skin look soft. flushed with a beautiful peach. This is called Rosebud. So, and I don't know if you can buy this separately or not, probably can. I'll link the Sydney Grace website down below for you guys, as well as the bundle if it's still available. And if it's not available, if I can find the individual items, then I'll link those. So the last thing I need is a little bit of highlight, and I think I'm going to go in with this highlight. This is the Neen Pretty Shiny Cream highlight, and I just want a tiny little bit like that, because this already has such a pretty sheen. We just don't need too much. Oh, this is pretty. This gives, I think when you blend this in, that this gold shade, this like champagne color, is quite beautiful on the skin as well, and it just gives a nice little like luminosity, almost like more of a little bit of a more natural. I'll put some on my nose too. Almost like a more natural highlight to the skin, which every once in a while I want natural instead of beaming, and today is one of those days. But I still, whoops, I still want it to show up, but I don't want it to look like powder. I want it to look like cream. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So the skin looks good. Emphasizing a little scar I got there, but oh well. All right, guys, so that is the final look. So I'm just going to go in lightly with my Maybelline Fit Me powder and powder some of the areas that I need to, like in here, and then a little bit up on the forehead, but not much, just a little. And then we'll use our ABH spray. Let that dry. And we're done. It's really pretty. Really pretty with that green and purple. All right, I will post some up close shots at the end, and like I said, everything will be linked. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know if I'll get every single like bundle from Sydney Grace every month, but when I get them, I'll make a playlist of just the Sydney Grace stuff, because I've got other palettes by her as well, and you guys can check out the playlist. I do have like a Pat McGrath playlist and Natasha Denona First Impressions unboxing playlist. So if you're ever looking for something, they should be there for you. And that will grow as this channel grows and as I grow. So I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
Got to keep it rolling. There's no time to be wasting. I'd just rather move it along. Got both feet but in different waters. I need space more than orders. I'd just rather move it along. I know how you're feeling, 'cause sometimes I do tight.